Hello, and welcome back to Monster Train. How you doing today? I'm doing fine. Today is Sunday. I was out yesterday, if you remember. I mentioned that, I think. But yeah, I'm here, I'm back. Let's play some Stygian, shall we? Hopefully something exciting. Yeah, anything exciting going on? Yeah, I'm gonna try uploading a Slay the Spire video tonight. I had a pretty fun run on stream when I played Slay the Spire, I think on Monday. So I'm gonna see if that does well. I had fun with it. I had a really good time playing that game, so watch out for that. And if it does poorly, it's whatever, but I need to try new things, you know? And otherwise, that's about it. Let's get to it. Right, so this is they haven't changed it, I don't think. This is the Flesh Weaver that we're pretty sure it's bugged now, because as we've seen, the other ones have 9, but this one has 8. We talked about this a lot. Either the other two need to be dropped down, or this one needs to be brought up. I'm not sure which one it'll be. If this guy goes up, though, he's going to be starting the fights at like 33 attack, which is really tough. Anyway, and this is the Strix and Hollow that I think is kind of tough. This is the one where Strix is always going to give +8. And if you don't have any way to fight the +8s and you don't have a way to clear the backline, she'll end up giving him, I think, +24. I think he ends up at like 50. Anyway, let's get to it. We get a pretty decent starter. Solo Fight, Flash Freeze. This is a bad clan combo. Let's not beat around the bush here. This is a very bad clan combo with extremely, extremely bad options for damage scaling. Like, none at all, in fact. It's really, really hard to play this team comp into Savagery Seraph. Let's just say that. And we have a Quoths, which means that I don't really want to play Conduit Tethys. I could play Handheld Totem for the sweep spell weakness, but I already have that. I already have sweep spell weakness, so we'll play Conduit, because I think what we're going to have to do here, I don't know if we have much of a choice, right? I think we have to play a Siren. I don't think you have many other ways to play this clan combo. I do truly believe this is one of the worst clan combos in the game. If you were to have me pick, I would at least talk about this one, is how I would say it. I would be like, yeah, Stygian melting is pretty fucking bad. Because there's just nothing going on here. Look at my team. What are they even doing? Nothing, man. They're doing nothing. I wanted to avoid this 2 damage on my units, but it's not the end of the world. I basically have to flash freeze this boss. And we can mold it back a drag at least. 3 burnout, so he should go like... It doesn't really matter where he goes, I think. I don't think it makes a huge difference. The molded is our best component here, I would say. The thing that gives us the most hope for the future. Because we can mold back and get like, yeah, 17-8. We can get 143 out of this. I think we'll be okay, but we have to be like, this is a weak start into a difficult boss, right? So we're going to need to be looking very much for ways to get stronger. Like, immediately. And this is the turn that I hit a Quoth, so we can hit another Flash Freeze, and we should be okay. I need to be a lot stronger. Like, I have to go to the Steel Shop. We don't have a whole lot of decision-making to be done here, basically. Interestingly, I think if this were the other boss, I think we would actually have been fine, because we would have played top 4 and just tanked a little damage. We need to pick a spell that does damage, because we are playing a little bit of spell weakness, so I'll play Crystallis. This is an interesting one. We'll see what's ahead. It's a Remnant banner. So you have to play Whiplash here. You kind of don't have a choice. Someone asked me about this, it was actually a while ago, it was a few months ago. They're like, isn't Whiplash just as good for damage scaling as anything else? And the answer to that question is no. As we worked out with Razor Sharp Edge a few days ago, you have to play a lot of this card. However, I need Burnout Extension in case the unit that I see here is Lady of the Reformed. Or, sorry, Lady of the House. Because if they show me like Lady of the House Paraffin, like I have to play her, and I need Whiplash for her. But this card is not very good because, of course, you have to give it holdover. And it's, you know, okay. Endless Dualism. Oh, ooh. Ooh. So the good news is Legion of Wax is really good at fighting bosses. That's what's in our favor here. And so I'll take it. Wickless Baron is actually not terrible with a sweeper though, but he's really, really bad at savagery. I think that this is one of those, like, you just can't play this unit. Into the other two, he's great. Into savagery, he's useless. I'll play Legion of Wax. I don't really want to do Endless. I don't really want to do Dualism. I could just do, like, plus 20, right? This is good for the short term. I think that's fine, and then we'll roll. Multi-strike is fine. If I could afford it, I would play Large Stone. I'm just gonna give this guy stats. I think Legion of Wax is really bad. Let me start with that. I think this unit plays absolutely horrifically beyond the first, like, he's really useless after fight 7 or fight 6, I should say. However, I am about to die in the early game, so it's good to just give him cheap, good equipment or cheap, good upgrades that make him strong enough to win, probably Flesh Weaver. Because this unit's really good at fighting bosses. It's just not something that you do in this game. So I think I'll position like this. The Siren cleans up these. And we're going to Wicklash him so that he burns out, but he also gets the plus 10. Burn out to split him, and then I can reform him, but also he gets plus 10, which is really good. And then, because I don't think you need the Waxlings to win this fight or anything like that. I think you'll be fine with just the main Legion Prime. I'm molding him back, and then I'm regretting my decisions. I always play units just because I'm like, oh yeah, of course I'm supposed to play units here. I'm actually like constantly talking about this, I feel like. Of course I'm supposed to play a guy up here. Well, not really. Well, maybe not. Okay. And then let's see if my belief in Legion is true. It is. He doesn't even break through the first one. Good job, Legion of Wax. You did exactly what I needed you to do. And if you can get me past Flesh Weaver, you have given me everything that I could hope for. Crystallis is fine. You just take it because you have to. Dripfall is a way to win the game. It's too hard to go hollow drippings. I think it's just not good enough because like there's only one unit for it, and if you don't see that unit, it's really bad. Dripfall can save everything. We're gonna go Magic Shop. I don't think you can afford anything. The Arm Shop is just full of trash. This can be holdover Dripfall. What are you? Yeah, okay, I'm not mad. Is there any hope for Paraffin Enforcer in this run? I really don't think so. Maybe if you can hold over Burnout, and then you could play it on Siliphyte, and he could scale her. But she has to be quick, so she has to go later, which means that you would take a lot of damage on the way. Quick Siliphyte, Dualism, Multi-Strike Paraffin Enforcer, hold over Intrinsic, Wicklash, hold over Intrinsic, Dripfall. If I can hit all of those things, I could play Paraffin Enforcer here. That seems good. That seems really good. I'll take him, I guess, because he's cheap. He's 1 energy. Double stack Dripfall? No. Double stack Wicklash? No. Remember that we're broke. We have to be like efficient with our money. I don't really need a -1 anything though. My energy's fine with Conduit Tethys, so I'll just roll. Intrinsic? That's half of what we need. It's something. Light. Okay. I'm not gonna fuck around, we're not gonna click the button because it's scary. We're just gonna make Legion of Wax fly. That's pretty good. That's actually, that's very good, because now we have an incredible front line. It's something. And I think we are, like, reasonably okay in the Flesh Weaver. I don't think this fight's all that bad. Just go like Tethys, Siliphyte, Enforcer, Legion. This first wave is insane. We just fly our guy down, throw up a Crystallis. I could use a Permafrost or two in this run. Let me do this. Yeah, and see he has 8 mass, which I think is pretty reasonable. I feel like this boss is fine. The 9 mass, if they take him up to, because if he's supposed to be at 9 base, that means he's going to be at 12. So he's going to go plus 8, so he's going to start at 31. That seems like a lot to me. This guy also, like, hard loses to sweep, right? What does he do about this sweep? He just loses 2 mass stacks with no counterplay. I guess the counterplay is that he gets a guy. There's a Wicklash for your trouble, buddy. Go get him. You lift? Whoa. Weird. Doesn't really matter. I guess I should keep the floors open so that I can fly more legions in. But this is a run where the really cool and fun line gets broken up by the limitations of the game. Because the cool, fun thing to do here would be to kill and reform Legion and just keep flying it into the floor and keep splitting. But you just get fucked by the 7-unit limit. There's nothing you can do about it either. It's like completely outside of the realm of control. There's no way to fix it in this run. If I could put infinite units on the floor, I would put up like, I don't know, we'd have like 40 or 50 little Legion dudes on the floor going off. But alas, the game can't handle that. And so, it's like, fine, right? There's no reason not to fly this guy in. He gets a little raid, and he's stats. But they don't really do anything exciting, I'm afraid. Yeah, this version of the boss, the more mass version, is definitely very easy. I think they will probably buff this one up and he's gonna feel really oppressive, but if they nerf the other two, this shit's gonna be like, I don't know, he's gonna be a joke. It's an interesting thing to think about. Wax and Spike is okay. Considering Paraffin Enforcer, we could try something like this. Again, Intent on Death, while fun, just useless. Legion of Wax, a unit that kind of just fundamentally doesn't work in this game, if you ask me. Because the way he's good is impossible to make good. Lady of the Reformed. So my floor is supposed to be Lady of the Reformed. It's like, maybe I needed to fly Paraffin Enforcers. Or maybe I need to dripfall my own units, and then I just have to lose around on Savagery. That might be it, as well. Because we could do Lady, Paraffin, Siliphyte. Dripfall Siliphyte onto the floor. And then Tethys can be there, too. It seems like the way we have to go. I think this run should lose. I think we should get kind of fucked here. Steel Shop is nice, and then Magic Shop, I don't have to miss any of the important shops. That's really good. So I take space here because presumably I should find everything I want in these 2 steel shops. Wow, that was quick. Multi-strike. And dualism. Good. And now I can duplicate this guy. Okay. I do want to give Lady of the Reformed Incan Armor 2, because Tethys is just going to hang out on the floor. And then I want to give her Titanite. Incan Armor 2 requires 10 spell casts. How long is that? It's a long time. But it has a higher upside. I think it's okay. And you can roll, because we can always afford Titanite here if it's here. There's Quick, which is really good as well. That's almost everything we need. That's almost all of it. It's a skip. You are Conduit 4. Damage spells cost -2, I suppose. I don't have a strong feeling about our position here. I think the main thing that we need to do now is we need to see a magic shop to make Wax and Spike a better card. This needs like double stack spell chain probably, or remove consume, or like you can do a lot of things to it. Double stack spell chain, double stack remove consume spell chain, anything like that really. It needs to give me enough burnout to play the game like this basically. I wouldn't hate the money, but my damage output is not very high, so I suppose I will pass. Maybe even permafrost on this thing could be good. I assume that Legion of Wax can still carry me, and I also think that in this fight you don't even need to play Siliphyte. Not right away anyway, because there's like nothing for her to do. Oh, well there she is. There is something for her to do, but it's not like super important. And then you just need to take some hits so that things die. I don't need to fit anything else on the floor, so I could just play Legion like wherever. Here probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Drake, go scale. Have fun. An interesting start. I think he's fine. I think he's dead. Frozen Lance. And then I need to play out my spells even if they're not that good, just for the incants. Don't forget that. But I need to play Wax and Spike early, so I would really prefer it to have intrinsic. But it doesn't have to have intrinsic depending on, well, a lot of factors pretty much. Because with Lady, we are not dying immediately, and with Legion, we have a pretty good tank. So we have like a reasonable-ish game plan here. Like a not terrible setup. It just takes a while, and also sometimes Icy Siliphyte just steals all the kills. I need to not hit this guy, I understand. So wait, does Legion need to be here? Maybe. It's a weird problem. But I need to get Rage. I mean, Legion of Wax handles this fight, of course, but this is a longer term thought. We have something a little strange going on here. Thankfully, the Wax and Spike opened up a line for us that was otherwise kind of hard to find. But you really have to get creative with a combo like this. It's never a straight line. Although, when you get right down to it, another boring quick sweep run, eh? So I like Preserve, but it's not good here because I need Preserve not to slow down my first draw to Wax and Spike if I miss Intrinsic again, which I think is not like a crazy thing to say if too. And then these are useless. Save money. I want to go for Titanite. I think there are not many trinkets. The only trinket that's really crazy here is the +3 burnout one, I believe. And like all of the standard crazy ones, like +3 deployment energy. That would be really good. But you're not going to go for just 2. Because I need to look for Titanite. Because this is Savagery Seraph. And I do take 90 on the first hit usually. So we'll go left. We'll hit the Steel Shop. We'll hit our Titanite. And that's every Steel Shop upgrade. If nothing else good happens for me this whole run, at least I didn't miss. Right? I can't complain too much. Let's go check the alcove first. Savage Skin, Savage Heart, Savage Spirit. Plus 40 HP fixes a lot of problems, but Savage Shackles fucks me up. Not super hard, but it is bad for right now. I wonder if I should play into Strixen Hollow with like a little disadvantage. Because you just play Savage Spirit here. I think Savage Skin is okay. It's actually not too bad either. I wonder which of these is better if you just want it for the tanking capability. Is it better to have 40 HP or 5 Titan Skin? 5 Titan Skin is really good with Titanite because it gets halved and then reduced by 5 if I'm not mistaken. So it's like really strong. 40 puts her to an effective 160. And Titan Skin... I'd have to like model this, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go with Titan Skin. I think it's close, but I think there's more upside to Titan Skin because of Incan Armor 2. Because her HP is already able to scale upwards, so this like flat reduction is a little better. That's my feeling. It might not be right. I think that ultimately it's really close though, and I don't want to spend a bunch of time debating. And then we'll grab our second Paraffin Enforcer, and we'll head on. You are the Undying One. I do need Silliphite early in this fight. Titan Skin 4 is okay. I play Lady Silliphite, Paraffin Enforcer, Savage Shackles. That's my turn 1. And we can play it on a higher floor. We can play middle floor with this. That's fine. And then the second Paraffin Enforcer doesn't get to be played. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. He's for later anyway. The build's not really ready for double Paraffin Enforcer. We mostly duplicated him because it was convenient. And then if I can play this guy up here and then drop him... What the fuck? Why did I put Tethys up there? Sorry. I wasn't even thinking. Sorry, Tethys. You're supposed to be on the bottom floor. Or the middle floor. You know, Tethys? Maybe I should kill you. Sacrificial Tethys. That's my favorite melting card, actually, a Sacrificial Tetherection. That one's pretty good. Where you sacrifice all your Tethyses to bring back a new Tethys. Turn 1, Wax and Spike. Pretty decent here. I guess it's not a bad thing to just grab one of these guys. I should have given him the extra burnout and the extra attack, but whatever. It doesn't hurt me to have these dudes. Oh yeah, and then these guys actually just can't even hurt Lady of the Reformed because she has the Titan Skin. I hope she's still... If she takes 0, she still procs it. Okay, good. Oh, and my Frostbite's also free on her. Wow. This must be better. Just practically, it seems like it must have been the better play. But it's hard to say in the Savagery when you're taking bigger number hits if it's really still better. That's the main problem I face. Hard to know into the fight where it matters. But here, like, we actually just can't get hit. That's good. And there's enough enemies to scale. This looks cool. I don't really like Paraffin Enforcer, and I think that the reason that I don't like him is not any sort of, like... I don't think it's biased, right? The reason that this run looks okay, because you're going to look at this and you're going to go, wow, you hate Paraffin Enforcer, you think this guy's bad, but look at this great run. All I had to do was hit perfect upgrades on 3 units. And a duplicate. And then he's decent. That's cool. Yeah, I think this is replicatable for sure. All you gotta do is roll multi-strike for your carry, quick for your carry, multi-strike for Paraffin Enforcer, dualism for Paraffin Enforcer, Titanite for your front line, and then you can get the, free space for the last upgrade. 20 HP is fine. So you only have to hit 5 unique shop upgrades, and then he's good. Oh, and also you have to be able to apply burnout to your whole floor with Wax and Spike. This is like a 1 in 100 run, I honestly think. I don't think you see this very often, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't really have high density of playing Stygian Melting. Hard to say. I should take more Entrapment. This card is good. This is a good one for Savagery. But I need to start thinning this deck for sure. We're gonna go look at the Magic Shop. We want Holdover, Dripfall, Intrinsic, Wax and Spike. Anything else? I guess that's about it. We'll see what it is. It's also good to get the Pyre HP. Intrinsic Spell Chain is very good. And yeah, that's very, very good. Intrinsic, I'm happy with that, because that's 8 burnout, which is... Well, maybe I don't even need the Spell Chain. Because, like, the Lady of the Reformed is definitely going to live. It was more interesting when Lady of the Reformed was maybe going to die. She's for sure going to live, so I don't even need to play Spell Chain. I could do Spell Chain Unnamed Tome. I think that's a little better. Because we're rich thanks to a guild marker. We can be a little aggro. Holdover. Okay. Not bad. And then Holy Stone, I think, actually doesn't... Does this work with Conduit Tethys? I don't know. You're gonna say no, of course it doesn't, or yes, of course it does, but the truth is you don't know because there's a lot of variance in which ones work when. Even if you think you know, you might not know. So it's much better in a game like this to always test. Even when you think you know it, you don't actually know it. Oh, it's plus 12. That's why the numbers are weird. So it's like, I don't think it's hard to reach 50 because isn't he 18 with plus 12? I think he must be 14 attack base. Doesn't matter a ton. Lady of the Reform should just farm this fight up. And then we'll position like so. It takes 8. No big deal. And you are a resolve trigger, so I should drip fall here. This fight having haste means that you do have to have a backline clear for this one. Because we were doing a little back and forth, or at least I was doing a little back and forth with the people commenting this. But it wasn't like a real true back and forth, because it was more like I just spoke about it in the videos. But I've been doing like a back and forth in my mind about, does it actually matter the enemies having a... Or do you actually need backline clears in this fight? Because she doesn't have like super hard waves, so you can ping them off sometimes. But I think it is actually still kind of tough. Since she frontlines anyway, though, you can drip fall her to mitigate Strix. Or sorry, you can mitigate Hollow. I think I'm just going to drip fall him, though, and stop her from ever getting any HP. It feels pretty much meaningless, though. Drip falling him is good, I guess, because it lets me always get full rage as long as he's nearby. Oh yeah, and then I think these guys just kind of get fucked by silence. Cool. Outplayed. Man, I'm good at this. I need to make a point to throw a flash freeze at my lady so that she's getting hit still. That's something to do. And I could bring this Paraffin Enforcer down if I want. This fight's kind of wrapped up, and then everything should start to click into place here shortly. I get energy. I don't have draw, but I need energy for my deployment to work correctly. I need to take damage so I can test this. What a shame. My run's too good. I can't get hit. Well, that's cool. It like reds the room if you try to do something wrong. That's neat. I've never seen that before. Or I probably have seen that before, I just haven't noticed it before. Anyway, we can force Relentless to start. Doesn't really matter to me. I think he actually doesn't even get to do anything, so he dies. Relentless starts... Oh, it doesn't start until next turn? Oh, he's silenced. Or rather, I guess she was silenced. But yeah, the extinguish trigger to start Relentless was silenced. That's really funny. Oh man, that boss is... They got fucked. That was tough for them. No real counterplay. Resin Blades is good. I think Frostpiercer is also really good here because we're going to have big numbers on Siliphyte, but we're not going to have big numbers immediately. The main problem with Frostpiercer is that we have no control over when we draw it. And I cannot deploy it because my deployment is already fully trapped up. So I kind of like Resin Blades, I kind of like Frostpiercer. I think Resin Blades is a little bit better because we'll draw it later where it has more effect. And then this is energy. My biggest concern about this deck is no draw, because holdover intrinsic means that we're only drawing 4 per turn. This is either shop. I want to go wherever gives me the most removals, I believe. So I'm going to go right. Holdover intrinsic again. Wow. I don't think I want this, but I don't hate intrinsics unnamed home. Just silence. That's not bad. It's actually, it's better than not bad. It's very good for the Titans. And then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna remove... What am I even drawing for? I play my units, so like, nothing? Flash freeze maybe? I'll do a drag. And then I can dupe Unnamed Tome. That's not bad. I was gonna do Wax and Spike, but I don't think I need it. Actually, I think I'm fine without it. So it's kind of like all the same. I don't need the drip ball number 2. I'll do Unnamed Tome. I think it's nice to have. We go forward, we go Conduit 3 on Tethys. You could go either way. It doesn't matter too much. I'll save the rest of my money. We'll see what we get here. Invasion Trial... a little annoying because I can't stop these guys. It's Invasion Trial plus Savagery, because if it was Invasion Trial plus either other fight, I would just take this. But I have to play bottom 4. I am not really willing to take 1,000,000 damage here. And now we go Lady, Paraffin, Siliphyte, Tethys, Paraffin. And then our turn 1's not thrilling. We're not like super strong, but we can always drip fall this guy back down over and over forever. So we'll go Wax and Spike. I guess I should play Wicklash there instead, usually. We'll just bring this guy back down, our rage will start building, and we'll start winning. Remind me, I need to take damage in this fight so I can test this Mortal Entrapment. Also, wow, we already do enough. So you can go Resin Blades on either character. I kind of want more rage, because I need to be getting hit by Lady, or on Lady of the Reformed. I don't need her to hit me, I'm okay. The real story of this run, though, is that it's just hard to live early. So, like, what I would talk about in this run if I were looking back on it is, like, the most important thing to do in this run is just get past Flesh Weaver. This is, like, the perfect example of that. This is not a build you could ever plan or even think about or, like, conceive of, honestly. But you have to just get past Flesh Weaver. I'm not going to bother playing my whole roguelike card. Because once this got... And also you have to, like, perspective pick the Paraffin Enforcer. I need to take... Hang on, I'm taking that damage. Come back here. I need to take... No, I can just take 1. Yeah, it's fine. I was going to say I need to take 2, but I only need 1. But no, you have to perspective pick Paraffin Enforcer here, and you have to... like, take what Legion of Wax and say, I have to get past Flesh Weaver. That's, like, most of what this run is about. In my eyes. Because once you're here, right, I don't have to do anything else forever. I've pretty much got it covered. Okay, Mortal Entrapment. Does it heal me with Conduit Tethys Reduction? It does! Look at that. There's oddities where I think if the base card's cost is changed, like if the cost of the card at a baseline is changed, then the heal does not happen, like if you put an equipment on it. But I think if it's in combat changes, it happens, except for Split Anvil, which I think doesn't heal you. If you play like a 3 and Split Anvil a 2 cost with the Holy Stone on it, I think that one doesn't heal you. I should start a list. Let me get a sticky note. New sticky note. What is this? This is Holy Stone, cost reduction, interactions. Conduit Tethys heals for the base amount, not the reduced amount. Got that one. There might already be a list out there, but I'm starting my own list. Subsuming Blade's kind of cute here just for another ping on my lady, but I think it's not real. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, I've been paying like vague attention. My lady is taking actual 0 damage. Like, she is just straight up not getting hit. The main question, though, about this, because, like, plus 40 is only particularly better versus Savagery Seraph, where you're taking these bigger hits, right? So that's where it's going to be interesting to see. In my eyes. I don't care for the duplicate. I think I'm going to make suboptimal plays to accelerate our play here. Oh, apply Mute 1. This is, like, the best relic in the game versus Savagery Seraph. You get to play a higher floor without any downside. Very, very good. But yeah, I think the best thing to do in this deck right now is just remove cards. I don't even know. What did I remove? I removed 2 cards. What did I get rid of? It must have been 2 drags. I'll do some Frozen Lances. It's, like, meaningless, you know? But we can sit here. We can look at the arm shop. I don't need anything from the arm shop. I can duplicate. I think I will duplicate for my own mental well-being. We'll just grab another Wax and Spike. And this should be very good. I do believe. So what we'll do in this run is, or in this spot, is we'll go middle floor with everybody. Since I can play Siliphyte top floor, I will. Because the reason not to, it's better to have both Paraffin Enforcers, right? The reason not to is because Siliphyte needs to swing, but she doesn't need to swing because the enemies come in silenced. So then I just dripfall you, that one's free. And I'll put Savagery Seraph in the bin. And then we'll go Wax and Spike, Wax and Spike. Oh, and I should play one Flash Freeze. And that should put us in a good spot. And then I want to keep Seraph on the floor. I don't really want to dripfall anything this round. It's kind of not that good. I mean, there's no reason not to send this guy in, right? Give him some burnout later. Let me make sure we're safe before I skip playing Dripfall, because Dripfall, it's not bad to play, but it adds a little extra mental load. And it's like, where am I going to Dripfall this round? Where am I going to Dripfall this round? And we just have to keep doing it forever. So I would prefer to not play it. And I think I'm just going to end turn. I think this run is pretty much handled. No, I shouldn't, because I am going to lose my lady, aren't I? She's going to die to this guy eventually. Because there is real damage happening, even with... she's taking 10? 15 down to 10? What would she take otherwise? She would take 15. So I'm doing the math. She's going to get hit like... 4 times by attacks that matter, we can say, which is basically Titan Skin. So I was right. Versus Seraph and high enough hits, she needs to have more HP, because Titan Skin in this case is only reducing, but it's like, I guess because we're quick sweeping, right? Because you'd be taking these hits as well. It's too hard, man. I don't know. Final answer, I don't know. I give up. One of you who likes to do math, you can tell me what's the optimized pick here. If you have just ignore the in-can armor 2 because it's so minor, I feel like it doesn't even impact. What's better? I mean, it's like, it does impact a little bit though. And it impacted my decision making. What's better in this run though? Someone tell me. Is it better to go plus 40 or is it better to go Titan Skin on Savagery? Because I think I'm actually getting a little bit biased against it now, trying to work through it. Because I think you have to factor in how much the Titan Skin was saving me from these hits, right? Which is like an extra 5 or 10. You only have to get hit 8 times for Titan Skin to be better, right? That's the true fact. I think that's what it really comes down to. If you just compare them side by side, you don't care about the extra armor. You get hit 8 times. I think that's the real takeaway. And did I get hit 8 times in this fight? Well, 8 times is the break-even point. When you think about it like that, I bet it's always... it's actually kind of a no-brainer, right? When you think about it like that, I have to get hit 8 times. Yeah, I bet I got hit 8 times here. Alright, final answer. I'm going to go with Titan Skin. I think you only play the plus 40 if you need it on a unit with low HP. Because you do have to have the HP pool to get hit 8 times, which she does. Okay, I think I understand how you think about this now. Like a 5 HP unit, you would rather have the 40 because they wouldn't get hit enough times for it to work out. It's interesting because when you think about it with like a little extrapolation, it makes a lot more sense. But because like obviously you would go, like if you have a backliner, right, and they have 5 HP and you're worried about them dying, would you give them the Titan Skin 5 or would you give them the plus 40? I would give them the plus 40 every time, because then they get the added benefit of getting hit. But just ignoring it, thinking pure survivability, I think you would still give them the plus 40. And it was something where I was like, I think that's obvious, but I couldn't tell you why. I wouldn't be able to say like, yeah, and this is why I would do it this way. I would just do it that way because that's what makes sense. Very interesting stuff. I don't know. I do find these math equations to be interesting to solve. I think it's kind of fun. But, you know, your feelings may vary about math. And that's fine. I'll allow it. Yeah, this is just a wait for the end of the game fight. This is a wait for corruption to die fight. Dominion's gonna sit up there and waste my time type of day. Because he has no chance of killing us. It's not even close. Especially since I have the healing built in too. So it's just how fast can I process end turn. I'm not even playing... This run is so strong I'm not even playing Holdover Dripfall. That's what you need to know about it. If you're curious about this one. I should be flash freezing him there. That's just lazy of me. It might make a difference, you know, it's maybe one extra turn. You get the third one in there. Here, I'll go up and we'll be good. Well, they're kind of putting some pressure on the Lady of the Reform. That's because of the corruption stacking up, though. It doesn't matter if she dies. I've already killed these guys. Here, we'll be 100% sure. I'll Dripfall the guy. And now, even if he were to even if somehow a nuclear missile were to be dropped on my middle floor, and everyone I know dies, I would still be fine. Because I would just kill him. Even if enemies walked into the Pyre, I would just kill him before the enemies killed me. Unless it was like a super stacked plus 50, I guess. But I think that healer wave is gone. I think they've already left. So I think it's just me and corruption, and now it's over. Very, very cool run. Extremely cool. Good job, Paraffin Enforcer. I enjoyed your extreme fringe case run here. You're 1 in 100. Because I don't think that was supposed to happen. I don't think, because again, just review what we had to hit. You have to hit Wax and Spike, you have to hit Multi-Strike Dualism, you have to have it line up so that you can go to the steel shops and you don't miss the magic shops. Like, it's so much shit going right. But hey, when it goes right, he looks kind of good. Multi-Strike Dualism with another Multi-Strike unit that wants to be scaled, and then a Lady of the Reform to keep you burnout upped and have be tanky. I think that's another piece of it that I didn't initially mention. The unit that is your frontliner has to be Lady of the Reform to keep your burnout up. Otherwise, you just risk dying to burnout. It can be like maybe some sort of holdover burnout card, but that's a lot harder because holdover burnout only can, like, holdover Wicklash in this run can only sustain 2 units. And the hollow drippings that I didn't play, you can't play to make your floor burnout because you'd have to have burnout on them first. So if you draw it first before Wax and Spike, it's bad. I guess you could permafrost it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.